So this woman has been making the rounds on social media, and she has got people in a frenzy.
Politics at 51. Get out of my face. Thank you. My bachelor's in criminal justice and minor in psychology and political science. I studied it. Thank you.
You know, people are coming at her about her body and coming at her about the way she looks and the fact that she has the audacity and everything like that. She is just very, so the fact that she's just very rude, you know, just the way she kind of talks to the other contestants and everything like that. I understand, you know, you have your political opinions, you know, which you're entitled to. You have your political opinions and everything like that. But my thing is, you have to also, you know, you be respectful about it. Like, she's just so nonchalant. She just comes off as so like, oh, I'm better than you because, you know, I did this and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 degrees and I've been studying this. And just the clips I've just been watching of her comes off as very nasty. She just comes off as very rude, very arrogant, very self-centered. At first, I thought she was a little autistic. I did. I thought she was a little autistic. I mean, and she might be autistic. You know, I don't know. But the thing I really want to talk about in this video is just kind of reacting to her demeanor and some of the things that she says.
You know the current climate that we are in. Who did you vote for in the 2024 election?
You know, put me out there. Are you some type of culprit or what's going on?
Answer the question.
Okay. Oh, Trump.
Why'd you pop?
That just would not work. I am a political activist. It's one of my biggest things. That's if you social media me with this name, you're going to see what I do. So there's no reason to be with someone like you.
Just the way she comes off is very like off-putting. That's the word I'm trying to say. She comes off as very, very off-putting. Need help? Like, like, girl, what is wrong with you? Like, why is you acting like that? But, you know, I don't know what she got going on. She did talk about she, you know, is going to therapy, so maybe she working on some things. But girl, why is you why is you doing all that? Why is you carrying on like that? For lack of, like, it's also a way you can just like conduct yourself. Now, I actually did find her Instagram, and come to find out, she got out of a 6-year relationship. So maybe she's still harboring some feelings of, you know, maybe resentment towards her ex-husband.
It has been an interesting week for me. I'm going to say before I toke. But yeah, I'm Tyke Breon. Good to meet y'all. I'm popular again. I will say I did pop the balloon for the plot. As most of you guys know, or if you don't know me, I am 27, currently getting separated, been married and with the same person for 8 years. Yeah, and my life has changed so much since I moved to Houston back in December. So, hello. I have a bachelor's in criminal justice, a minor in psychology and political science. The reason I bring that up is because I spent 5 years doing that, and it was really hard and really important for me to get that education. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter, love her to death, but with all of the memification, I guess, of what's been going on this past week for me, I am gonna say I cannot wait to see how I capitalize off of this shit, because I'm about to. Pop the Balloon is getting their likes and ratings off of bullying for my body. I am going to capitalize off of it. I have people already contacting me, and I can't wait to see what type of interviews I can do to help uplift other Black women and other Black people that have either been on this type of show or have been bullied by our community, because we need to talk about what is truly going on shows like this.
The thing that shocked me is that this girl is 27. She been through some things, okay? When I first looked at that woman, I'm like, oh, you know, she's 45. You know, okay, 45-year-old woman. That woman is 27 years old. I could not believe it. Listen, if she does get into this whole social media thing, she is a marketing genius. It was different Pop the Balloon shows, like different in different cities and everything like that. But Love Mountain, I think, is a movie. So I don't know if, you know, everything could be kind of set up, you know, you never know. But this woman kind of came off as, this is really who she is. It's like a train wreck. You cringe as hell, but you can't look away.
Who did you vote for in the 2024 election?
2024?
As in last year?
No, I don't
didn't subscribe to politics. I don't subscribe to politics. You know, that's the illusion of choice.
And why'd you pop?
That's bullshit.
Damn.
I respect that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Why do you feel that?
It is 2024. We are under a dictatorship, and you are still out of politics at 51. Get out of my face. Thank you.
Well, the bottom line is, if you think that your vote
You were
chooses our
born
president,
into a game that you have to play, and if you do not play the game, the rest of us
I
see.
believe voting is really, really
It's an
important
easy
on the
thing to do. You
local
do it
and
and you get it done
medicinal
with.
level. Like when you deal with your school systems in the municipality, you can have a lot of power there. But on the federal level, if you think that your vote has anything to do with who's the president of the United States, you just misunderstand the system.
Yeah, I got my bachelor's in criminal justice, a minor in psychology and political science. I studied it. Thank you.
That doesn't matter. It's still the same system, perpetuates the same result.
Comes off as so rude, so nasty and disgusting. Again, girl, you have your beliefs, what you want, but you don't have to talk to people like they're beneath you. I totally understand, right? I totally understand, the climate that we're in and where America is right now, who you vote for is a big thing. And she's right to that. But when you come off as though you're better than someone for voting a certain way or have certain beliefs, that's where you lose me, because I definitely could understand where this man is coming from, right? It was just a lot of stuff going on each side, and I think that's what people are failing to realize. Like, nothing is ever as black and white as it seems, right?
Are you in therapy or willing to go?
Nita?
Never been through anything?
I don't. You want me to be tragic? You want me to have some demons or something? Thank you for doing that for me.
And why'd you pop?
There's nothing wrong with going to therapy and talking to someone about your problems.
Obviously, you have a lot.
Thank you.
That's a very personal thing for people. So the fact that she came off and asked like, "Oh, you're not in therapy, so you have to be in therapy, because if you're not in therapy, you're going to be abusive and everything like that." She's projecting, right? She's projecting. This is probably everything she kind of experienced with her, essentially her ex-husband. We'll only go off experiences that we had, right? So she's probably going forward, she's probably like, I don't want a man that, if he's not in therapy, if he's not getting himself together, then I don't want to be with them. And this is all going off the fact that this is not scripted, right? This is all going off the fact that this is actually like Arlette's Pop the Balloon show. No scripting, no anything like that. So these are just snap judgments. But it's just a very personal thing to just outwardly ask someone about therapy, especially on a dating show like this. I just don't think that that is a question to really qualify to get to know someone. And that's the other thing too, like asking someone who they voted for. Yes, again, I understand the political climate and the political sphere that we're in right now is very, 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 very divisive. But asked about, so what are some of your morals? What are some of your core beliefs? How is your connection with your family? What are some values, you like to live by? No, I mean, and this woman too, just going down her Instagram page, she even said herself, she wanted to go viral. She wants to capitalize on it, so of course she's going to ask those hot button questions. So what I said, like she's not even asking questions that are she's just like, okay, who'd you vote for? And again, I mean, with her whole political background, that might just be really important for her. But I just want to say she doesn't care. I don't think she cares. I think she's just living. She's loving her 15 minutes, and she's going to stand on what she says. She doesn't care how she comes off, and she just seems like this type of person that's just not going to change. And again, she's still young. She's 27. Thing is, it's like, girl, why are you talking to the contestants like that? Because they didn't vote, or they just didn't vote for who you wanted them to vote for. Now I can understand if it was like a radical person who is talking and spewing hatred towards the black community and everything. Like, I could completely understand, like, if that energy was directed towards someone like that. But these are everyday average Joe people. A lot of people don't really know what's going on in their perspective political parties. That's really all I have to say for this video. So let me know down below what you think about this woman. Agree with her? Or you don't? Let me know. But thank you for watching. Bye.